So guys, the model for which we all have been waiting is finally here. Claude 3.7 has now become the best coding model available right now. So today we'll be covering this model in detail, and if we talk about the benchmarks, Claude 3.7 is now coming with an extended thinking mode, which is available only in the pro mode, and you can see the various benchmarks, and its performance is comparable with the top models like O3 Mini, DeepSeek R1 and Grok 3 Beta, and in fact it has beaten almost all of them except Grok 3 Beta, even though Grok 3 is slightly ahead of 3.7 Sonnet still. But I don't go by these numbers because in real world use I feel that Claude 3.5 and O3 Mini are much better at responses for real world problems. It has beaten all the top models. You can see DeepSeek, OpenAI, O3, O1 and even Claude 3.5 Sonnet, they stand around 49%, but it has reached to the level of 70.3% on software engineering bench, which is quite remarkable, and we'll have to definitely test it how it performs in real world. And even in agentic tool use, it has beaten all the competitors. It has scored almost 10% more than the top models. Another major update which is coming with this model is Claude Code, which is Anthropic's new command line agentic coding tool. It is capable of writing the code, compiling it and debugging it end to end like a software developer. So we'll be testing this as well in our video. So let's get started. So let's start with our first test where we'll ask it to create a space Odyssey game with a neon theme, and let's see how it does. You can see the amount of code it is writing. Claude 3.5 Sonnet never used to write so much of code. It used to stop by now. So our code is ready. Let's see what it has given to us. Let's click on Start Journey. And the game is fully functional, guys. With such a simple prompt, it is able to give us this game where we have to dodge. So I think these blocks are asteroids, so we have to dodge them and we have to collect these red orbs. So without any detailed prompt, it has come up with this amazing game, and it has stick to our prompt. It has given us a neon theme as well, and it has added so many elements on its own. So you can see it has given all kinds of animation as well on the buttons. As I hover on it, the button gets highlighted with a neon light. So this is awesome, guys, and all the fonts and everything is also lit up with neon theme. Let's try the same prompt with Grok and let's see what it does. And to give a fair chance to it, let's enable the deep thinking for it. Although we haven't used the deep thinking mode because we don't have the pro version of Claude, so we are running it on vanilla mode, so no extended mode was enabled for this. But for Grok, let's enable this and let's see if it is able to come up with better output. We have enabled the think mode and let's see what it does. So guys, it hasn't given us the game. It has just designed the game from concept perspective. Let's ask the same question to our O3 mini model. So I think same thing has happened here as well with ChatGPT. It has only given us the description of the game. So guys, the prompt wasn't working. So what we have done is we have added the details which was generated by Claude itself, so that we see that if they're able to come up with anything meaningful. So I'll enter the same prompt here as well, and I'll create a new chat here and I'll paste the same prompt in GPT-o3. So it has started writing the code in different section, but I think it doesn't have capability to run the game right here itself. So maybe that's an issue. We'll ask it to give the complete HTML and styling. So I think finally O3 has understood the task. Let's see how it works. We'll save it as a HTML. So this is the game, guys, which was created by O3. So I think it is a bit different. And here we have an option to publish it as well. So let's open it in full screen and then we'll be able to compare it in a better way. This is the game created by Claude, which is much more exciting and it's more dynamic. And this is the game created by ChatGPT. And let's see what Grok has come up with. So it has given us the final code as well. Let's save it as an HTML. And this is the game created by Grok. And this one is quite similar to Claude 3.7, and it is also much more exciting to play. But the plane doesn't look like a plane, it's a single dot, but much better than Chat GPT. So I think the best was, again, it was given by Claude. It has all the animation and the plane looks like a real plane. And ChatGPT, it doesn't have a even reset button. So the game is over. Basically, you have to refresh it to restart it. It doesn't have any features. Here also we do not have any menus or anything. It's just a bare bone game. But Claude, with such a simple prompt, was able to develop this awesome game with all the features, with these buttons, with animation. So you can see, guys, it's much better. And you can see the amount of code it has written with just a single line prompt. It is able to come up with so many things and features. So you can see it has written 749 lines of code, and let's see how much tokens it has burnt in the process. And you can see, guys, for such a simple prompt, it has used 5,500 prompts. And if we compare it with the other two, ChatGPT has used only 2,100 tokens. And if we see Grok's version, it has also taken around 2,000 tokens only. It has used almost 2.5 times of tokens to achieving the feature that we are looking for. That is very important in coding. Sometimes these AI models are generally very stingy with tokens and they try to use minimum number of tokens, but Claude 3.7 is on another level. Let's do another test, and in this test we are going to revamp my website, which is the oracleguy.in, and created a video on this, how I was able to create this using bolt.ai. And this site is fully run by AI. The blocks is automatically written through Gemini API. The initial code was written by Bolt AI, and then I had brought it in VS Code where I had improved it using Claude. Now the issue is that this website doesn't have a good homepage. It directly shows the videos that I upload, but I want to have an impactful homepage. And also I don't like this light version of the website and I want to convert it to dark mode. So to all this, what we are going to do is we are going to use a coding agent called Cline. Cline can easily be installed by just going to the VS Code extension page, and then you can search for Cline and you can install it. It's a one-click installation, and then you just have to add your APIs. So here we'll be using Claude 3.7, so you have to select Anthropic, and the latest version of Cline has Claude 3.7 already added. Now we need an API key for it. To do this test, I have added $5 as a balance because this is a paid feature of Claude. You cannot get the API in free version. So we'll create the API key and we'll name it as Cline. We'll copy this key and we'll paste it here. And after that, we'll click on done. Now I have imported the repository from GitHub for my website. Now what we'll do is we'll give a prompt to improve this website, and I have already prepared this prompt. So we are paying for every token that will be utilized by clients. So I have written this prompt in advance where I'm asking to redesign the website with a modern dark theme aesthetic inspired by leading AI startups. The homepage should feature a prominent typing text animation that displays the phrase Oracle Guy AI Unlocked, which is my channel's name. Utilize a minimalist layout with high quality visuals and intuitive navigation. The color palette should consist of deep black and grays complemented by vibrant accent colors like purple or blue to highlight key elements. Ensure the typography is clean and legible using sans serif fonts to enhance readability against the dark background. Incorporate subtle animations and interactive features to enhance engagement while maintaining load times and responsiveness. And the overall design should convey innovation and professionalism. So I'm just seeing how it works. If it isn't good, I'll just revert the changes. So let's see what happens. So let's see. So it shows the API cost as well. So let's see how much it costs to do this task. So you can see it is able to access the API and we are getting the response as well. And the cost meter has started. It has already costed us $0.07, and I'm hoping not to breach the $5 limit by the time the changes gets completed. It has started making the changes now. Maybe it's trying to change the logo, but I think I'll have to change it manually. It wasn't able to update the logo, I think, because I think the command it is running here is for Linux, and these commands don't work on Windows. I don't know where's the issue is at. Is it at Cline level or API level? That's so guys, after a few attempts, our website is finally ready. It has completed the task, and I'll show you the output, and I'll just refresh it. So you can see we have this loading icon and we have this text animation that we were looking for. And when we click on this button, we get the video details. What are the latest videos? And we have the footer here. Let's compare it with the original version. So this is my actual website on production, and you can see it has only this video preview section and the footer, and there was no header at the top, which was impactful. And now we have got this with the help of Claude 3.7. And later I had also asked it to change the blog page, because the blog page is currently is not looking that good, and you can see it is not able to display the symbols like ampersand as well. And another issue which was there on this was that these blogs were written in Markdown by Gemini API. Although it shows here as bold, but in the description on this home page, it wasn't showing it correctly. It was showing it as hash and star. And these were not looking good. So I asked Claude to fix all those things. And now let's see the new blog page. And you can see it is so much better, guys. It even has the search page, and it is so much better. It even has a search feature now. Suppose if we enter Claude, we get this video which is matching this keyword. And let's open the latest blog. And at the bottom, you can see it has added this button on its own. It wasn't there earlier. I just asked it to improve the visual appeal of the pages, and it has automatically added so many things on its own. I love this animation, and one thing it wasn't able to do was to change this logo to the dark mode. I'll change the logo with my actual logo. I'll deploy this website in a day or two. But exciting time, guys. You can get anything developed using Claude 3.7. Now let's try running Claude Code Agent as well with the remaining token. And this is the documentation for Claude Code Agent. And here it says that for running it on Windows, we need WSL. So it runs on WSL. So we'll install Ubuntu from Microsoft Store. And using this, we can run Ubuntu on a Windows, and we'll be able to run Claude Code on the Ubuntu. So once it is installed, you just open it. And if you're opening it for the first time, it will ask you to create your user. Just create a user and give it a password. And once that is done, we'll also have to install Node.js here. So we'll install the Node.js using this command, sudo apt install Node.js. We'll ask for the password that you had given earlier. Once Node.js is installed, we'll copy this command to install Claude Code. We'll create a project using make directory command, and we'll open the project using cd sample. And once we are here, let's try to run Claude here by just giving Claude command. So you can see it is successfully running on WSL. So first it is asking us to select the theme that we want. So I think light text looks good. It will ask us to log into our Claude account. So since we are running on WSL, our browser doesn't open. So it is asking us to open this link. We'll open it here where we had already signed in. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to test it because I think there has been a lot of, I think they have stopped registration, but you understood the way to run it. And now once you are here, you can configure your API here, and it would use your API to generate code. So we'll create another video when this gets available.